Hey friends, it's Jake here again at Canadian Cutting Edge, and I've got a couple upgrades that I want to show you for the TSPROF Pioneer system. And here's the base part of it. I've taken the stone holding rod out because we won't be needing it for this video. The upgrades are, we're going to put in a larger clamp holder rod bar. Now what's it called? I should have memorized this. Clamping arm. It's the extended clamping arm. We've got that right here. It gives an extra 2 inches of extension. Now, if you haven't seen the video of the L brackets, they can also give extension about 2 inches worth, you know, just using this one. And those L brackets work with pretty much all the Pioneer systems except for the very smallest system, the Blitz. The Cadet, the Pioneer, and the K03 ones, the L brackets work on. This extended arm is just for the Pioneer. By the way, I'll put links down below for this as well. And I'm going to unbox and install this. This is the folding base for the Pioneer. Just an update, my summer has been chill. I've not been making as many videos as usual. The last half of July, there's 3 family birthdays, including my own. Yeah, we've had other stuff on our minds than all of this, but as I guess a little bit of a gift to myself, I'm going to do these upgrades just to make this system a little bit more user-friendly and a little more versatile as well. So let's get to the tabletop and get started. Okay, let's get started. We're going to do this arm first. That's just a screw that you need to take out. It's a hex 3mm, and so I'll just use, you know, the tool that I have handy, and you just unscrew it. And you'll want to save these parts. Let's see if it'll focus right here. Yeah, this is a aluminum washer for this screw. And you won't need those because in the package is another screw. So let's just open up this package and we'll see what we got back in here. I don't have my blade extended far enough on my utility knife here. I could just rip it open, I guess. But we'll see. And this is how easy this is. You just wiggle this off and it comes out. It's got the cutout section right there. And this one's got the cutout section right there as well. It's just longer. Now what this is, it's roughly 2 inches longer. Like they've done everything in metric. This one is 140 millimeters long. This one's 190, so that's 50 millimeters, which is very, very close to 2 inches of extension. And just put it on there because it fits on there, and then you can lock it down with this new thumb screw. You could use the old screw if you want to, but you know, this is just as easy. And you just tighten it down and extend it a little bit with this arm so that you can tighten it down, and now it holds just fine. Now you can just use your clamps as normal. So I'm not going to show you all the clamps. I'm not going to demonstrate it. This is so straightforward. I don't think you guys need it. You just have the chance now to put your clamps further apart. You could even put in those L brackets and do them even further apart. This really gives quite a bit more versatility than the standard 140 millimeter that comes with it. By the way, in metric, I mean, that's in metric. That's from, what is it normally? 8 inches to 10 inches. So that's the main difference for that. So there you go. That's all there is to that. Now, what about the base? Now, if you remember the unboxing video and the first video I did about this, the Pioneer comes with this base on it, and they have a C clamp, a green one. Some people call them a G clamp. So you can clamp it onto the table and use it that way. So I showed how to do that. I also talked about how there are some other bases. You can buy the original K03 size base. Now that's a big, heavy, round, thick plate of steel, and it's very, very good for this. If you have a permanent sharpening setup station that you don't move around a lot. But You might want this if you don't have an awful lot of space, or you take your sharpening system to friend's place, and maybe you sharpen for them or family or whatever. So for whatever reason, if you don't want that big heavy base, as good as it is, you can use this base. Now let me see. Is this just folded over, or no? It's sealed. It's fully properly sealed. So let's just cut this open without cutting our fingers. I'm gonna have to sharpen up this knife. I've been using it a lot. And let's take it out. Oh. All right. So here you've got a 3mm Allen key. I'm just going to use my screwdriver, so don't need to use that. And that's just packaging. So this is all that it is, and that's all that you need, and it's so simple to install. I'm going to lay it down upside down right here, and what you do is you take this plate off. I showed you how to put that plate on in the unboxing video, so I can probably just fast forward through this. It's just 3mm screws that I'm tossing around, and we take those out. So here we go. I'm going to unlock this and turn it sideways so I can lay that sort of flat right there. There's my 3 screws, and there's the 3 holes. So 3 holes, 3 screws. You just put it this way, so the extended feet are at the bottom, and you start putting the screws in. I'm not going to tighten it up. I'm just going to get it to turn a few threads in. Am I on camera here? And get that lined up with the hole, and get it a few threads in. And actually, leaving it across is better, because then it can sort of balance itself on your table mostly. And do these other 2, line them up. They just fit in there with a tiny bit of room to spare. Get that one started. And where did I put the 3rd one? Right here. Get it started. And then tighten all 3 up. Not super tight. A lot of people just way over torque things. You don't need to over torque this kind of thing. Just tighten it up. Of course, if it comes loose, then next time tighten it up a little bit more. And now, let me move that a little bit. That is all it takes. So these screws here are thumb screws. That one's pretty tight, but there we go. So you can swing them back, and there it is in the tiny mode for storage. But you just tighten these up a little bit, and they don't swing around if I do it properly. There we go. I had it crooked. No wonder it wasn't tightening up. And now, they are on there. They're not flopping around. Same thing when you open it up. You can tighten these up a little bit, and now they don't move. Now, so it's basically 3 points of contact. It's 5 because you've got these 2 here. But with these rings here, you've got 3 adjustable points of contact, so you can level it. So if your surface isn't flat, if it rocks a little bit on there, you can just adjust this. You just loosen that up, turn it down, to extend it further, or turn it up so that it's not extended as far. And then, just tighten it up. There's a washer in there. It's a nylon or some kind of polymer washer in there. Holds it nice. And then you've got the rubber feet there. Holds everything steady. And then, of course, you can put your angle extension rod back in, and your sharpening stone set up. Put your clamp back on and start using it. Now, I'm not going to show you those things. I've shown so many sharpening videos, and you can watch the demonstration video with this anyway to know how to use a sharpening system, because these 2 upgrades don't change how you use the system. They just make it much more versatile, and especially being more compact friendly. I like these extended arms, and it works really, really well. Now, this system might technically fit on the K03, but it's not designed for it. That's a heavier system, and I really recommend the big round plate for the K03, but this works really, really well on the Pioneer. And so there you go. Leave your comment down below and I will get back to you on that. Maybe not super quickly, but generally I get back within a day or 2 or 3 to any questions you have down there, even on my old videos. So if you got any questions on a video or a comment or anything, I will be reading it and seeing it. So there you go. If you want these upgrades, I've got links down below. What are the prices, right? The base is $89 US at TSPROF US warehouse website. That's roughly $122 Canadian. There is a chance that you're going to have to pay a Canadian import fee and stuff if you buy it from the United States. We don't have a Canadian store for this. I'll leave links down below for this from TSPROF United States and the TSPROF Europe websites. The Europe price for this folding base is 98 euros and the Europe price for this is 48 euros. It's $40 US, and which is roughly $55 Canadian near the end of July. So 122 Canadian and 55 Canadian roughly. But like I said, if you buy it from outside of Canada, you might have to pay some import fees. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. And remember, friends, always cut towards your chum, not your thumb.